Making some black coffee. Gonna add some butter. Guess I'm doing ketones first. Grabbed the wrong one. Yay, we have ketones. 0.5. It's better than nothing. $79, which means pretty low ketosis. I'm not sure. Okay, y'all. Yeah. Woke up with my ears and everything killing me again. I think I have a sinus infection. Don't really know, but can't deal with it. So I took an ibuprofen and I'm waiting for it to kick in. I've also, as soon as these kittens are well, they're all going to be locked on the porch, so I can do a deep dive clean in the house, vacuum, mop, sweep, everything, scrub, dust, you name it, because I just did a very, what I consider moderate cleaning, where I moved all the toys, swept the whole entire house, took a brush to their cat stand. Holy crap, y'all, tons of hair. I forgot I hadn't done any of this since getting the first set fixed. I did it right before it, stuck in the room for 14 days. 6 days release, been stuck in there again for 5 days, so it's been over a month. That's probably why my sinuses are so bad. All the dust and cat hair. Oh, I am so dead. Just changed the blanket on the couch. It's so much easier to change a blanket and keep washing it from cat hair and spills and stuff than your own couch. We got one cat here, but the girls, they don't get to spend the nights out here. They can't be out here by themselves, but so far no one's fighting with them. No one's licking them. They've been out here all morning with me. Yeah, she tries to lick herself, but that's what the cone's for. They've been out here all morning with me. This is as neat as I can get it, y'all. They have so many cat toys because there's so many of them that this is it. This is just clutter, cat clutter. This is it. All my cleaning, and it feels like I didn't clean because of cat clutter. They all have their own special toy. When those all break down, we're doing only one at a time, okay? Only one pull at a time, only one scratchy triangle at a time. Like, I got rid of a lot of their toys just now too because I couldn't take it no more. And a lot of beds they haven't used since they were kittens. They're all out the door. Also got rid of a desk that was in here that they used to lay on. Sorry kitties, ain't happening no more. I'm just tired of clutter. I need a bigger house. I need a big, giant master bedroom, room, and bathroom just for them. I see a lot of people with that on YouTube and TikTok for their cats, and that would be amazing because then I could lock them in there when I need to. I can have all their cat stuff in there, and when they come in the rest of the house, they can just, hi, but that is it. Like, that would be amazing. Can't afford that, but that would be so amazing. Give them their own area and do the master bathroom like when there's walk-in showers, and that could be what the water dish and everything is, and then have the litter. Yeah, that would just be amazing. All their stuff in a room, and then they could come out when they want to and just have all their stuff in a room. That would make me so happy. And a better kitchen, one that I could close. Like, I am not an open concept kitchen person. Living by myself, I love the open floor plan, but if I had a big house, I would actually want my kitchen really big, but closed off so that I can control it, right? I could make it where no cats could ever go in there. It would be closed off with a door and everything. I miss the old kitchens that were really big, giant kitchens, and you could actually close it off. It made cooking so much easier, even when you don't have animals. Oh, I ate a plate of bacon and forgot to record it, so that's all I've had today. I think it's 2:30. You probably would have just seen my glucose and ketones. I usually put that in right after the intro. I haven't done an intro obviously yet. I need a shower. I've been cleaning like crazy. Like I said, like So need a shower. So I cannot believe that my glucose is being so amazing, and I am in low ketosis today. Not yesterday, but the day before when it was 78.78 and then 0.4. That's usually nothing, but my Keto Mojo, I just looked at it and it said it was light nutritional keto. I have never gotten a thing that ever said that before. I've only had low, moderate, high. I've never seen that before, so I'm really confused where that even came from. I've never gotten a reading like that this whole entire time. I'm only one. Is that like a reading everyone gets? Like, I've never seen that. Maybe it's because my blood sugar was so low that day. Because I didn't think I was in ketosis at all, because it was, you know, 0.04. But it says I was in light nutritional ketosis. I'll take it. I put all the numbers in today and it shot it out. That's why I was like, what? Where did that come from? I synced it. I did the whole syncing thing. I think that's all I have to talk about today. I'm about to go finish watching Wendy and Harry because I stopped in the middle and was cleaning and didn't want to miss anything they said. Made a pan of bacon, might eat some more. Do frosting, some meat, but I don't know what'll be defrosted first. And I'll decide what I'm eating later. Having my black coffee of the day, and I have a bottle of water. But yeah, all this ibuprofen will totally mess up my scalp. All the Claritin, I'm having to take extra Claritin, will totally mess up my scalp. But there's nothing I can do about it. I probably shouldn't have 8 cats, but what was I going to do? No one would take them. Couldn't abandon them. And now the thought of ever getting rid of them, I'm like, well, which one would I get rid of? Little girl has now become a mommy's baby. Piper is a mommy's baby. You know, Bear, she curls up in our arms all night long, back and forth. Thumper belongs to Sharky. Crybaby has a heart murmur, and he's become my baby too. So it's just like, kind of stuck with them. Maybe one day I'll hit the lotto and can get a big house like I was talking about. That would be amazing, right? If we could all hit the lotto. Yep. Alright, so even after the Motrin, my headache wasn't going away. I started to get extremely shaky, almost throwing up, really sick. I should have recorded it, but I was so in a bad place, there was no way to record it. And it's barely come up at all, y'all, because you're not supposed to do any carbs of any kind. Like, I can't get a carrot. I don't. I've eaten a lot of bacon just now to manage to get to move 5 points. What am I talking about? My blood sugar. My blood sugar dropped to 55. The other day it dropped to 57. The other day before that it dropped to 52. I haven't been discussing this in my videos because I didn't want to scare people with going carnivore or BBBE. Before, when I was a teenager, I had, I don't know if it's hyper or hypo, I always get it wrong, glycemia, meaning my blood sugar drops extremely low. And it caused me to have this horrible tension headache, like pain back here. And I've been having that a lot the last week, and every time I check, it's extremely low. It wasn't something I was going to discuss with y'all because I did not want to scare people about the BBBE and stuff. I mean, Princess Ninja and Keto used to have it too, where her blood sugar would drop really low. She's managed to do BBBE with no issues at all. Hers isn't dropping to the floor. Mine is dropping, and even the bacon isn't raising it. Like, my sugars are not even, like, my carbs intake I think is 2 a day, and that's just if I eat eggs or something, or, you know, if I did the MCT powder for the day, which I didn't the last few days. I only did it like 1 time so far. Can't even think straight. I do not function well when my blood sugar is this low. It is like 63 right now. So I still don't feel good. I don't feel good once mine gets below 73, 74. I get very sick. And it was in the 50s. So does anyone have a solution of something that would be BBBE that will raise it? Because I can't keep having it drop like this. Like I said, it wasn't something I was going to come to y'all with because I don't want to discourage people. It is my body. My body is not working correctly. It went from too high to too low now. Does anyone have a solution where I don't have to... I mean, I know what I could put in there probably to raise it, right? I could grab some of my Perfect Keto Collagen. It always raises it about 5 points when I use the collagen anyways. I know I could do Sweet and Low because that raises it about 5 points. Or stevia drops. Like, I know what's keto that I could do to raise it quickly, actually. But not that's BBBE. Even if I eat a big meal. Right now I got steak in there defrosting. I'm going to try steak and eggs, and then after I eat that, I'll see what it raises to. But I also can't keep eating every time it raises. So I've noticed if I just lay in bed and do BBBE, it's not as bad. Every time it drops is when I've done housework or I've gone out shopping and walked my 10,000 steps for the day. When I went out with Dino, it dropped really low. So if I do any kind of exercise, it's dropping too low. No one will ever convince me that it's safe for it to be 59 or lower, because it's not. There's so much evidence that it starts killing brain cells when it gets that low. It is not a safe place to be. I was a diabetic for 17 years. And before that, I had gestational diabetes. So basically, I've had some type of diabetes for 19 years of my life. So I know all the dangers of blood sugar dropping too low, including when I was a teenager into my 20s, I had hypoglycemia before I got polycystic ovary syndrome, and my blood sugars were way too low, dangerously low, where I would like collapse and stuff like that. And that is where it is again. Like, I feel horrible. I'm not blaming the diet, but we have taken all the carbs out of my diet. All of them. No more, because I'm not doing the egg. So egg would have, like, if you ate 2 eggs, that's basically 1.5 carb. So when I was eating 6 eggs a day, that was at least 7 carbs a day, right? But I'm almost completely out of eggs, and they did not settle on my tummy. And I think the reason was because I have to do very, very, very organic, free-range, pasture-raised eggs. I've been only able to get the organic free-range egg lately. And I think that's why they're not settling. I need the one that the chickens actually bye-bye in the yard, playing around, having some fun, not being stressed, because it does change the chemistry of the egg. This has been proven over and over again. That's why people prefer those kind of eggs, because it changes the chemistry. If you have an egg problem, sometimes, like me, it is just because that egg was under stress when it was being formed. If it's not under stress, I have 0 issues. No, I can't just go buy eggs or chickens because my mom's allergic to feathers. That's one of the biggest issues we have here. Plus, I would have to get a lot of money to build the chicken coop. That's probably the biggest reason, because I could put them over here on my side. But we're talking a lot of money. We have foxes. We have all kind of evil little eat every chicken alive animals out here. Meaning I would have to build a chicken wire screen, even screen the bottom so nothing could dig up in it. Make this big outside. Then make a big inside in it. Like, it would have to be 2 layers. Because the foxes can put their head through and eat them. I've had chickens be eaten before, and bunnies outside. So it would have to be a drastic area and space. Like, I've already planned it in case I do it one day. But it's going to be expensive. Just like I have to fix the front porch so I can open it up and let the cats run and have even more space. Because they need it. There's 8 cats. They need more space. That would give them 40 more feet of running space. But everything costs money, and everything fell apart this year. So I'm trying to figure out things one by one, because yes, having my own chickens could be an answer, but also feed has gone up, y'all. Have y'all seen the price of chicken feed? Holy crap. And I couldn't have them free range in the yard because the cats would eat them. All right, we have tons of outdoor cats. They would eat them. Couldn't be free range. But anyways, it's why I'm having so many migraines too, because when your blood sugar drops or gets too high, you start having headaches because it messes with your brain. If your blood sugar is too high, it's messing with your brain. If it's too low, it's killing brain cells. Either way, it's hurting you. As long as it doesn't drop extremely low anymore today, I'm just going to see what happens after I eat. Now, my body does shoot it back up sometimes. All right, when I fast, I lie, y'all. I've got comments like, your blood sugar is way lower in the morning. We've noticed that you're sleeping at night. It's because I'm only going anywhere between 8, 10, maybe 11 hours from dinner. I will have good blood sugars. The longer I go, the more my blood sugar drops. And usually, like 16, 17, my blood sugar raises into the 100s. It's not happening during this BBBE though, because my body was like, oh my gosh, you just got low blood sugar, let's shoot it back up for you. Because that's how it's supposed to happen, right? If it goes low, if your pancreas, liver, whatever is all functioning correctly, it gives you the insulin you need and raises it back up to a safe level. But when it's damaged, and I know mine got damaged during the C word, it doesn't do what it's supposed to. It takes longer. Now, it was shooting it up into the 110s this summer, but now doing the BBBE, it is not. It is staying in the bottom low. And yes, I know getting that C word has affected me greatly, because normally any kind of cut, and I've done a billion different ways this summer of cutting all my salads, everything out, I should have lost tons of weight. Lots of weight. I should be back at my goal weight. But it hasn't happened because the inside of my body is still damaged from the C. One way I know I'm damaged, not only just does one side of my body get freezing cold, like insanely, you could touch my whole one side at a time. Like earlier today, it's my left side. My whole left side of my body was like an ice cube. Now it's my whole right side of the body is like an ice cube. But I'm on fire. This house, it is only 60 degrees in here. All the windows are open. It's freezing outside supposedly. Everyone is saying I am on fire. Ever since July, getting the C, I cannot cool off. I'm taking cold showers. I'm blowing fans on me. I'm having windows open. I'm having the AC on 66. I am in an internal heat. That's why we thought I was going through perimenopause. It's not hot flashes, y'all, because it ain't going away. I cannot cool my body off. The only time I get cold or even normal feeling is if I eat a keto ice cream or shaved ice, which neither one I'm doing right now, because I realized the shaved ice, even with no flavors on it, was hurting my gut. Putting all that ice inside my stomach was actually making me stomach sick. And the keto ice cream is not allowed right now. So yeah. Caffeine usually raises your blood sugar a little, just on some people. And I'm one of those people that can raise it 5 points, but I've been drinking it today and it did not raise it. It's the activity. I'm starting off with a low blood sugar. Nothing's raising it when I eat it. I do activity and it's dropping 20, 30 points. It's also why I did really good on keto, because a year ago I was working out constantly and doing things and moving like 20,000 steps a day. So if I ate a keto salad or something like that, or keto pizza, and then I went and did all that, my weight was still dropping like butter because my blood sugars dropped from activity. So my blood sugars were staying where they should be. So if you have a suggestion, let me know. As you can see, I started to get tongue-tied really bad too. That's how I knew. I started to slur my words and got the horrible headache. Those were the first 2 signs that something was wrong. Like I said, I barely got to raise it all. And I just ate, like, today I've already ate 2 pats of bacon, trying to get it to raise. I had already eaten almost a pack of bacon for breakfast, and then, which my bacon, even though it says a pound, I weigh it after it's cooked. That sucker does not even weigh 6 ounces after it's cooked. I don't even think it weighs a pound before it's cooked. I think it's a lie. There's not that many slices, and it's extremely paper thin, so that's why I double layer them. So I do have a big beef, like tons of sirloin that I'm going to be cooking tonight, and if I can stomach that with some eggs, because it'll be more protein than fat probably, which I know is a no-no. I'll add some more fat to it, but it'll be so much protein, it should help my sugar stay level during the night, hopefully. Is anyone else having this problem, or is it just a me thing? Because I went to go watch Princess Ninja and, you know, veg on her old ones to see if she had that problem. She didn't seem to have that problem the whole time. So, yeah. But she's noticed she's having an issue with some cheese. And I already know Kobe Jack is probably one of the only cheeses I'm going to test, because I already know that 99% of all cheeses I cannot have. I already know this 100%. Any soft, like I can have cream cheese, I can have ricotta, things like that, but I cannot have mozzarella, any of the, what I call white Italian cheeses that you would put on, like Asiago. Any of those I cannot have anymore. I can only have like an ounce of Gouda. I learned that maximum ounce of Gouda and not every day. No smoked cheeses at all. Like I've learned this in the past, so I'm not going to retest them. I'm just going to stick with what I know. I know I can do 1 ounce, a half a stir a day already. The Kobe Jack is the only thing I want to make sure that I could still have, because it's what we're able to have, and I've had a lot of it. And when I go to test it, I'm just going to do organic Kobe Jack, because I don't want a bad reading because I didn't do organic. And organic makes a difference with someone like me. When you are so food sensitive and allergic to every antibiotic in the world, even though those antibiotics are supposed to have cleared those animals' system before they cut the meats, before they turn it into cheese, before all this, there's no guarantee. And there is only 2 antibiotics in the world I can take. Well, one really, doxycycline. Clindamycin for absolute emergency, because I will be on the floor crying with my stomach. The stomach condition clindamycin can give you. Well, I was on clindamycin for 12 years when I was a teenager. I suffered from chronic sinus infections, ear infections, and there was something else I was getting all the time. And I had blood poisoning from spider bites. Like, I lived on and off clindamycin for 12 years. And I forgot what it's called, a stomach condition it can give you. And they no longer can give me clindamycin because it gave me the stomach condition. So the moment I take it, I am desperately ill from it. And yes, it's probably what damaged my stomach so badly. You're right. I just never remember that until I start talking about the meds, because I was so young. Like, it was my early 20s and teenage years and stuff. And then, I guess it wasn't that long ago. I think I haven't been able to have it for like maybe 10 years at the most now. But all the other ones, my throat swells shut, or my heart stops, or something worse. Like, yes, there are worse things. So I am very sensitive to foods. It's why when I go to a restaurant and I eat out, I can't say, oh, I can never have eggs, or oh, I can't have steak because it made me sick. No, it's because they're using some crappy stuff that makes me sick. It isn't the actual egg. It is, but it isn't. Like, it's not all eggs. It ain't all steak. It isn't all bacon. It's just their brand that I can't handle. And like I said, my family, their whole social events are eating out. So that's why I just do it. I take one for the team. Anyways, I will be cooking in just a little bit. And like I said, if you have ideas, let me know. I can do this one-handed. We're going to try. All right, I'm using my griddle. I re-seasoned it the other day. It's nice and hot. I have more than 2 servings of Kerrygold. Not Kerrygold. This one's the Irish one from Aldi's, I believe. It's mostly going to drain out. And it burns extremely fast on this. But I want it for my steak, so I'm going to be slowly adding it. Then let me grab my sirloin. Yeah, I do not want to drop my sirloin. Hold on. Okay, I just threw it on there. These are not good for this at all. It slides right off, but my other ones I got to go inside and wash. Oh yeah, definitely got to wash my other ones. Just sear this bad boy up. When I'm done, I will wipe this down and put olive oil on with it still on, just to re-season it a little more since it's the first time of the season. I am using the griddle. I am a person who would prefer air fryers, griddles, smokers, grills, anything over a stove and oven any day. Alright, so I'm going to let this sear for a while, and I'm going to go wash better tongs. Alright, so I let the meat, let's zoom out, not in, hold on, crap. There we go, I've let the meat rest. I just cut into it. I probably should have cooked it longer. It's not like a grill. Grills, it's very tender when the meat's raw. To me, a griddle, it's not as tender. So I am going to move it over to the cutting board to cut it up. I don't do well on plates. I know most people cut on plates, not me. This is supposed to be a good knife, but that's how tough. This is a roast one, that's why it was cheaper. So I don't know if it'll be as good as the sirloin steak. It's the roast version of it. So you have to get rid of the fat because we know I can't eat the fat part. And cut that off. Alright. Got some butter caramelizing over here. Just did some dishes. We're going to make some eggs to go on top of our steak. It's been a couple hours. I still don't feel that great. My sugar is still reading in the 60s. Okay. This one's got a lot more fat in it, so I don't know how it's going to do in my stomach. Okay. That is probably more than what I will be eating. We're going to do our eggs first. I'm still working with the same amount of butter. I have it over here. I didn't use it all. Let me grab my eggs. Okay, this one has mine and Dino's. Got my steak ready here. Raise y'all up some. More of a view. There we go. Oh, that was a boiled egg. But I haven't made boiled eggs in a long time, so crap. I made boiled eggs and forgot I had made them. And now I don't know how old they are. Okay, that's a real egg. Okay, we're just going to throw those boiled eggs away because I honestly do not remember when I made boiled eggs. So I'm going to need to grab another thing of eggs. Well, I hate throwing eggs away. They're so scarish, but I do not remember making boiled eggs. Like, it had to be before this challenge. burnt my butter, but that's okay. But we're going to need more butter than that. And now I can't just break my eggs in the pan. Every time I do that, I break them. And then they're also not cooked the same amount because I go slowly. Okay, let's melt this down. Lower the temperature. I had my temperature too high. That was one of the problems. Okay, now in goes the eggs. Put Dina's back up. Trying to separate them a little. Make it a little easier for flipping. Little Himalayan salt all over the place. They're definitely in a butter bath. I usually don't use this much butter, but we're going to cook the steak a tiny bit in the butter afterwards, so. Make sure the white is completely cooked, but my yellow is not. That's a little hard to always do for me, because I like the yellow so undercooked that it's really hard to make sure I get all the white cooked. Okay, I'm going to put them on this plate to gel a little. That way I can get the steak cooking, because I want this on top of the steak. That needs to be cooked just now. Yep, a little longer. Okay. Being careful not to lose all my butter. Might have to throw some more butter in there. This is definitely undercooked. If it was on a grill, not undercooked for me. Griddle, I can't eat it raw. Especially a roast one. This one's roast, like I said. And I'm throwing more butter. I will no longer be buying the salted Kerrygold butter because it just costs too much. We will be using the salted grass-fed Costco brand. I wished I had only bought this that day. Now the salted butter one, I can only find in Kerrygold right now. I mean unsalted. The unsalted one. Okay, I don't want it cooked all the way, just a little bit more. And I want to get the Kerrygold butter fat all over it. It'll make it taste better too. sit down and put an order for pickup at Sam's tomorrow. My daughter has a church youth group she started going to last week, and she wants to go to again this week. So I will be taking her there. It's a long ways away. I take her there, run into Sam's, and her friend's mom brings her home because she stays up there. Otherwise, I would be having to stay up there and kill like 2 hours of my day sitting in the parking lot. Because there's nothing really around there. So, here is my very buttery, more salt. You can use smoked salt, but I'm trying just to use a little so I don't interfere with my stomach, killing on my stomach right now. We're going with minimum, and we're going to see how these eggs affect me. So, we're just going to let these eggs gel for a while. So, I'll probably be eating in like 10 minutes. And it is 5:30. So, I'm turning my BBBE into BBBB. I am so miserable right now after those eggs. I was okay. At first, I just ate the egg white, waiting for the yolk to gel. And I was perfectly fine. No issues with the egg white at all. And I had already ate the steak. I was waiting like 10 minutes after eating all that. And then as soon as I ate the yolk, horrible, upset tummy, like run to the bathroom, heartburn, really nauseous now. I've always been allergic to eggs, like I said, but certain ones I can eat. The ones I normally can eat, I haven't been able to find, so I did the next best thing. So I don't know if I just can no longer eat the yolk any longer after my allergies affect me immediately within seconds of eating something. It's not 10 minutes, not 15, it's not the next day, it is in seconds. And I noticed I get sick from eggs ever since the C word, and I thought it was just because I'm having to get 1 grade less than I normally do. But what if I really can't eat it? Like I can't have hazelnuts and peanuts anymore, and a whole list of crap that I literally can't have since getting it in July without having a reaction, because my histamine in my blood work was very, very high. So even things I shouldn't be allergic to, I'm going to be allergic to because my histamine in my body is extremely high, meaning my body is acting like it's allergic to everything. Yeah, I am miserable. So, guess it's a good thing I didn't buy a bunch of eggs yesterday. I could throw up everywhere. Everywhere. What if all this time that I've been sick every day has been because I eat eggs every single day? What if all the nausea, all the heartburn? And no, I can't say it's a coincidence, because every day on that chart that I had eggs, on those days, I was sick every day. At first I thought it was just because I ate it fast, but I ended up having diarrhea those nights. And now it's happened again. And when I went back and watched some of my old videos of me eating eggs since July, I'm having the issue seems to pop up. Those are the worst nights of me being sick all night long. All night long. So I think I'm taking the E out of the triple B and E. I think we're not going to be doing the E at all, because this is all about my gut health for me. This is the whole reason doing this. There is no other reason to do BBBE for me other than trying to figure out what I can and can't eat. And I went 3 days, no egg. Had egg 2 days in a row. Didn't feel so great those days at all. And those are the days my blood sugar was a little higher when I woke up. And then I did just just beef and friggin' bacon for days. No issues at all. No stomach issues. And now here I am doing E again, eggs. And here I am sick as a friggin' dog, about to cry. So I probably will not be doing it for 30 days because I can't handle just bacon and beef for 30 days. Just, it was one thing having egg with it too. But just bacon and beef only with butter, there is no way, because I'm already sick of it. And I was thinking of things I could do with egg. Now, I can have egg cooked in stuff. Just like my daughter, she's highly allergic. Like, she will throw up. She will get horrible stomach cramps. She will have a horrible allergic reaction where her blood pressure drops from it and everything if she eats egg. But she can eat it cooked and stuff. I can eat it in baked goods. I can eat it in that hamburger thing I made. So on those, I just can't eat an egg. So I guess I will have some egg in stuff, but not an egg by itself again. I'll go back to eat my egg whites after all of this because I have no problem with egg whites. It is the yolk. And maybe it is because it's a cheaper one, but that's all I can find right now. I cannot find the good one. The, you know, pasture raised ones I can find, free roaming organic, but not organic pasture raised right now. I'm gonna shut up because I really am about to puke. It's been 2 hours and I am still desperately ill from the eggs. Though this challenge has 100% shown me that I cannot eat egg yolk like this. I seem to be at the egg yolk powder cooked and stuff and eggs cooked and stuff, but it's taught me a lesson. What if all this time that I've been forcing myself to eat eggs when I don't even like the taste of the yolk anymore? I used to, but now I just like white only. What if I've been forcing myself to eat something because it's a magic pill, which it is. It's perfect amount of fat and protein. But it's been making me sick. So if you eat something that you're allergic to, especially on a daily basis, you can't lose weight. Your histamine is too high in your body. My histamine's already too high because that's what the C word did to me in July. And it's probably high because I have cats. You know, I'm supposedly not allergic to them anymore, so I don't know. Y'all, I've been making, I thought it was just all food making me sick. But I was eating eggs every single day. Before the challenge started, I was eating them constantly, all the time. What if it's just been eggs this whole entire time? It's not even a favorite food. I'm like sad right now if you can't tell. It's not even one of my favorite foods any longer either, so... Now I do know pepperoni, salami. I know all those bolognas, hot dogs, any processed meats like those. I know they make me desperately ill too, and I'll throw them up. So I know I can't eat stuff like that. Like, I know, but I had no idea the egg was part of this can't eat. Because it's not a coincidence that this is happening every time I eat just eggs with something. You can hear the heartburn. It is so bad, y'all. It is not stopping. It's okay. Eggs are really expensive right now. That's just something else I can take off the grocery list. Except if I need to use it to bake into something. Now, like I said, I have no issues with the egg whites. So the egg white breads, with just the 2 tablespoons of egg yolk powders, they don't affect me at all. I will continue eggs that way. I will continue my liquid eggs, the egg whites part, not the yolk. I really was worried. I didn't think it was going to be the egg white, since I could, I can eat it in breads and stuff. Usually you're allergic to the egg white, to be honest. That's usually your #1 allergy to an egg. But my daughter is allergic to the yolk, not the white. I mean, she has a slight allergy to the white. Like, she can only eat 1 egg white egg, or she will have an allergic reaction. But she can't eat the yolk at all without an allergic reaction. And she is my daughter. So I should have known it would be the yolk. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be. But I'm really glad it's not the egg white, because I love egg whites, y'all. Like, it's my new favorite flavor. I love egg whites with a tiny bit of savory keto chow chicken in there, or a little xanthan gum, fry it up. And I love those egg white wraps. And yeah, It's okay. It's okay. That's what this whole thing is. To only eat foods that makes my body healthier. And you know, the night I ate the eggs, the first night, I thought it was the peppermint that made me so sick in my nose and sinuses and everything that I sprayed on my porch. What if it was from the egg? And it's just, I'm having allergic reactions from the egg still. And now I went and ate egg again. It's okay. I'm glad I did the BBBE. Because it told me about this. It told me no more egg yolk. Also told me that I feel best when I'm eating just bacon. But you can't live on just bacon. But that's when I feel the best, is when I'm eating bacon. So, and the ground sirloin burgers with the bacon in it, like I thought, so I told you it affected me just a little for a few minutes. I thought it was just because it was so greasy or I overate. It might have been because the eggs in it. So next time I make it, I'm just making it with egg whites. I have organic, free, pasture-raised, roaming egg whites. Now that I do have, that I could find. But I know this whole challenge is eat more fat than a protein, so this is gonna make it a little more difficult. That's why, don't come at me if I can't make it past 14 days, because it's too expensive to eat bacon every single day, and I really do not like the taste of beef that much. Like, I'm eating it, it tastes good on the grill, but it is not something I'm in love with anymore. Ever since the C word, I want to like chicken again. I miss the flavor of chicken that I had in my mind, because that is not the flavor that happens in my mouth. The same with the beef. That is not the correct flavor. That's why you saw me using more peppers than normal. You saw me using a lot of paprikas. You saw me using different flavors, because I don't like the taste of meat any longer after getting the C word in January and then again in July. I really don't. I got lucky and liked the taste of bacon, because I hated the taste of bacon. Woo! For a long time. And then it came back to normal. And I was hoping, like, this beef, the more expensive beef, is not horrible. Like the cheap beef, I cannot stand it. It has a horrible taste to it. But I also wouldn't just go out and pick it. I'm a meat eater, and there's no meat I would go out and pick since having the C word. It's kind of weird that most of the things you don't like the taste of and taste like roadkill turns out to be animal flesh. And like, the taste of veggies tastes normal to me. It's flesh that tastes weird. And the bad thing is, the meat tonight tasted like the flavor again. Like, literally, it tasted horrible. Like, something's wrong again. Like, I've lost my taste again. It's probably because I got sinus issues going on. We're all very sick here with sinuses. My daughter is so sick with her sinuses. But, you know, it's that time of the year. So. But yeah, if you want to find out what is messing up your stomach, do a BBBE, because, or just BBBB and leave the E out, because you're going to have your gut so cleared and cleaned out of everything that you will be able to see a pattern really fast, like me. Really fast. I'm going to go lay down because, like I said, I am done for the night. I am so sick. So now I gotta worry about all 8 of my cats, because I thought it was just Freya, but they all have diarrhea and they're all throwing up. I hope they did not catch something from the vets. Like, it is a nightmare. It's one right after the other right now, and there's no way to take 8 cats to the vets. Literally, we keep them safe in this house. I thought I was doing the right thing by going and getting them fixed, and now they're sick. I mean, Sharky and them lived here for a year and a half, never gotten sick once, and I have to go get them fixed, and now every single cat in this house is sick.